What's happening, guys? Just figured I would shoot a quick video since it's been 9 months, 10 months. Last videos I posted is when the morning of October 30th when I got my buck, which is the biggest to date. Figured I'd do a quick video showing you the end result of the mount, and as you can tell, he is turned to the right. I did want to get the shoulder mount done turned to the right because that is exactly how he was prior to me shooting him. He heard that safety flick off and he stopped, turned, and it was game over. So real quick with this, and explaining why I got it instead of a head on or with the head down. When he first came into the field that morning, his nose was down to the ground. Didn't notice until after I recovered him that he must have been working his scrape line, because he had fresh green and white bark and wood on the base of his antlers. So I asked the taxidermist if it was possible if we could keep that on the antlers, don't clean it up, don't remove it. And he said, absolutely, not a problem. He goes, I always ask if, something like that does come in. He goes, but I understand what you're talking about. He goes, it adds character. And I'm like, well, I kind of want to enshrine that last day and when I got him the best I could. So that is very, very cool. I'm very happy that he got it to stay the exact same way as the day that I got him. He had more on his right than on his left, but you can still see it a little bit right in there, and then up by his brow tine. And then one thing he did tell me, he goes, the deer is definitely a scrapper. He goes, and it's going to come out in the mount. He's like, so don't be, surprised or anything else. And he pointed it out to me prior when he was doing the cape, and he's got the one scar right there behind the eye. And I'll turn this way. He's got this other one right there, and then there's a tiny, you can kind of see right there. There was also his ear got ripped right there, but the way he did the mount and did the ears and everything else, you can't really tell, which I don't really mind. I don't care that too much about it, to be honest. But super, super, super cool. Inside spread, 22 inches. Dressed weight with half the back legs cut off because I had to cut the legs at the joint in order to be able to hang him in the garage. And he was only there overnight before I got him to my taxidermist friends that is a butcher. And he has the big walk-in coolers because they do that as a business, as well as referrals from Louis that does the taxidermy. Referrals, people bring the deers in so they can hang them there so they don't rot. Normally, I would have caped and processed the deer myself because I don't really trust processors. However, this guy was amazing, did a phenomenal freaking job. But the only reason why I did that is come Monday when I was at work. I just got to work, just got to my desk, and Louis calls me up and was like, hey, he goes, you need to get your deer to my buddy. He goes, this is his address, this is his phone number. He goes, as warm as it's going to get today and as warm as it's going to be during the week, he goes, it's going to sour. He goes, not only are you going to lose the meat, he goes, but it's going to ruin the skin. He goes, you're not going to be able to get the mount done. So right from there, as soon as I got into work, my ass was out. Called my brother. I'm like, meet me at the house. I need your help. We got to toss my deer in the truck. I got to get him to Louis' buddies to get him in the cooler. So when we were there, I asked him if he had a scale. The guy was kind of busting balls. He was a ball buster. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not weighing him. I'm like, I'll even throw you $20 to throw him up on the scale. We got to go right past it anyway. So he put the hooks in and strung him up, and he was just over 186 pounds. So I was like, well, shit. I go, if he's 186 dressed, missing half of both his back legs, I go, it had to be at least 200 on the hoof. And he kind of snickered. He's like, I would say a fair assessment would have been either around 215, 220 on the hoof live weight with this deer. He goes, which I'm surprised. He goes, when I saw him in the bed of your truck, he looked really small. He goes, but now he's out of the bed of the truck. He goes, no, he's a good-sized deer. So I am happy with the way that it came out. This is a picture. My brother ended up taking some pictures and then sent them to this company that does the laser printing for photos. And that is the morning of October 30th when I got him, right before we dressed him. And then this is a picture of him on October 29th, so the day before I got them, and hopefully it comes out. The lighting's not the best, but you can see that one tine that's right there. That's the one that broke off. So from that Saturday to Sunday morning, he ended up meeting up with another buck, and they had a disagreement, and he ended up breaking off that one. So he is and always will be an 8 in my point, and I've got the pictures and the evidence of it. But yeah, without me continuing to ramble on, it's already been 5 minutes. That is the mount of what I have now named Lucky 7. And people are like, wow, he doesn't seem too lucky. He's dead and none on a wall. Well, he was an 8 and a 7, so he got lucky from the fight, and I got lucky that morning and pulled the trigger. Is what it is. Anyways, with that being said, as always, be safe, have fun. I am out, and hopefully can repeat the luck this coming season. We are just a month out from season open of archery. Until next time, guys. Catch you later.